I wouldn't like to prolong the discussion, but I should like to remind Ruben why, at the first place, Turkish border was closed in 1993. And secondly, yes, we agreed that we are going to open the border for third country nationals and diplomatic passport holders. But he knows that certain developments took place in Armenia that I wouldn't like to go into details because it's not the issue of today's forum. We are here to bring our views together, not push us further apart, as I have stated. So there had been some unfortunate developments that hindered the development in that regard. Of course, we would like to open the border for third country nationals and in the long run, to all the populations in that regard, but when the time is ripe. And with regard to the interaction between the peoples, I think Ruben is turning a blind eye to the fact that there are several flights between Armenia and Turkey, and those flights are full, and 3 or 4 companies so far are flying several flights, I mean 5 a day even, 5 a week, Armenia, fly one Armenia, Pegasus, and so on and so forth. So there is a great deal of interaction between the peoples in that regard. And the issue of borders is not the only step that we have taken so far in the normalization process. I don't want to enumerate them over here, but we have taken a number of steps. We have opened the free trade, air cargo trade between the two countries as of 1st of January 2022 or 23. 23. So, I mean, now there is free trade in that regard. And as I told you, I mean, there are several Armenian citizens living in Istanbul, and we are trying our best in that regard to help them, to assist them, and with their social conditions, to improve their social conditions in Turkey. So, I mean, there is a great deal of interaction between the peoples. And as I told you, the borders are going to be open when the time is ripe. And Turkey is genuinely desiring to normalize its relations fully with Armenia. And there are some steps that we need to take into account. But first of all, we have to meet. We agreed in Moscow that we are not going to put any preconditions to the ongoing normalization process. But we put, unfortunately, the opening of border as a precondition. I told Ruben several times that I am ready to come to Yerevan to conduct further negotiations, and I am invited to Ankara. But if we put the opening of borders for third country nations and diplomatic passport holders as a precondition to our meeting in Ankara and Yerevan, then we have a problem. We have to meet and talk. If we want to find a solution, the key to finding a solution in that regard is meeting. And we couldn't be able to meet since almost more than a year now. And I hope that during the course of next month or coming months, we are going to meet again, because there are a number of other issues that we need to take into account. And we shouldn't be taken hostage only by opening of the border to third country nationals and diplomatic passport holders. There are a number of other steps that we can take. Thank you.
Ambassador Kılıç, thank you very much. Ruben, yeah, I'm going to give you an opportunity to reply, but obviously there is an intention of goodwill that's been put forth. Ruben, I'm listening to you.
Thank you. I think there is maybe a misunderstanding, because from Armenia's side there has been, or from my side, there's never been any precondition to meet. Last time Serdar and I met in Tehran, I think. I have been in Turkey twice already and have met Serdar with our foreign minister. I have been in Turkey with the Prime Minister of Armenia for the inauguration of the President of Turkey. So there is no precondition at all, and of course we will discuss later where to meet. But when it comes to agreements, I want you and our audience to understand, in sensitive processes like this, the most important thing is realization of agreements. Because if agreements are, and the first agreements, if first agreements come into force, then our societies see that, okay, we are building trust. It's possible to work with each other. It's not a secret that there is mistrust between our societies, so we have to build it. When we don't materialize these agreements, the process goes the other way around. But I don't want to concentrate on the negative things, of course. We continue this process, and I hope Serdar and I will achieve the goal we have set together, which is full normalization of relations between Armenia and Turkey, unblocking of our border, establishment of diplomatic relations. As you see, it won't happen today, but hopefully it will happen tomorrow. Thank you.